Bring the bishop to g2, castle quickly, and attack the center later. e5 is a solid move that takes control of the center after white's cautious first move. This is a fair move. This prepares your bishop for development. This is an equal trade. Recapturing. This gives away a free rook. You captured that free rook. This offers an equal trade of pieces. You missed winning material, but you are still winning. Takes back. Good job stepping in to defend your pawn. This threatens to win a rook through a fork. You permitted the opponent to win a rook through a fork. White will be winning a rook with that fork. You step your king away from the checking knight. That rook was free for the taking. You overlooked an opportunity to develop a knight off its starting square. You permitted the opponent to force an isolated pawn. This forces the opponent to isolate a pawn. You captured back. The bishop is ready to be developed to an active square. You missed an opportunity to develop a knight off its starting square. This overlooks a better way to develop a bishop off its starting square. You overlooked a better way to block a check from the opposing bishop. This moves the bishop to safety. You missed an opportunity to kick a bishop. You allowed the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a bishop. This leaves a knight without defenders. You captured a free knight. White develops further. You overlooked an opportunity to capture a free pawn. This leaves a pawn without defenders. You overlooked an opportunity to capture a pawn that was threatening to win material. This creates an isolated pawn. You are forcing your opponent to have isolated doubled pawns, which ruins their structure. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Good job, that's what I would have played too. This evades the check from the bishop. Your rook eyes the open file, which helps control critical squares. This allows the opponent to win a rook through a skewer. This move wins a rook. This steps away from the checking bishop. You missed an opportunity to tactically win a rook. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. You take back. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. Not the best move, but not bad either. A very strong play. This is a fine move. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. Now black can't stop white from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. You exchange pieces of equal value. White was worse off, but now they are in a losing position. Your pawn is no longer hanging and is now defended. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. You had a better option, but this is not bad. A solid choice. Nice, you found a way to win a pawn. Very precise. That pawn was yours for the taking. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. Good job stepping in to defend your bishop. That's fine. This wins a pawn. This leaves a queen without defenders. You captured a free queen. This activates the king in the endgame by getting it off of the back rank. You captured that free pawn. One of the best moves. You missed a better way to move a bishop to safety. There were worse moves, but also something much better. You overlooked an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. This permits the opponent to take an outpost with a bishop. You missed an opportunity to take an outpost with a bishop. This is not the right idea. This isn't a mistake, but there was something better for you. This is the strongest option. Your passed pawn advances to its goal. Now black can't stop white from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. That pawn chain will help strengthen your pawn structure. Now black can't stop white from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. That pawn chain will help strengthen your pawn structure. That pawn was free for the taking. Good thinking. This move puts your bishop into a stronger, more active position. This steps away from the checking bishop. Passed pawns must be pushed. A very strong play. Good job defending that pawn. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This move doesn't hurt you much, but it doesn't help either. This is not the right idea. Your opponent has to watch that passed pawn. That was a free pawn, getting closer to the forced checkmate. Right on target. You continue the checkmate attack. A solid choice. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. Very precise. You continue the checkmate attack. This steps away from the checking queen. You're still on the road to checkmate. This evades the check from the queen. You continue the checkmate attack. This evades the check from the bishop. You're still on the road to checkmate. This evades the check from the queen. You continue the checkmate attack. One of the best moves. Your move gets closer to checkmate. This is the strongest option. You're still on the road to checkmate. Right on target. Getting closer to the forced checkmate. Very precise. You continue the checkmate attack. This is the strongest option. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. This steps away from the checking queen. Your move gets closer to checkmate. This evades the check from the queen. You missed an opportunity to play checkmate. This evades the check from the queen. You overlooked an opportunity to play checkmate. This evades the check from the queen. You continue the checkmate attack. This steps away from the checking queen. You're still on the road to checkmate. This evades the check from the queen. Checkmate is always the best move.